The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra launch is getting closer, and honestly, we thought we already had the full picture. Most of the leaks seemed locked in, almost predictable. But just when it felt like nothing could surprise us anymore, a new wave of updates dropped, and they completely changed the narrative. At first, these changes might not look massive on paper, but once you connect the dots, they could end up being the biggest upgrade Samsung has delivered in years. We're talking about major shifts in features, camera strategy, performance, and even how Samsung might approach pricing and the release timeline. Today, I'll break down what's actually confirmed, what's changed in the latest leaks, and why this might finally explain some of the controversial decisions Samsung made with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Because let's be real, the S25 Ultra had some questionable compromises. Bluetooth was removed from the S Pen, camera hardware barely changed, and something most people didn't even notice, the display was still using Samsung's older M13 panel. Meanwhile, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro was already rocking the newer M14 technology, made by Samsung Display itself. Apple got it first. But with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, that story is about to flip completely. Samsung is going all in, no half measures this time. These are the upgrades we've been waiting to see for years. So let's jump straight into the design. According to the latest leaks, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is slimmer and lighter than ever, measuring just 7.9 millimeters thick and weighing around 217 grams. That puts it among the thinnest and lightest ultra-class flagships next year, and it should feel noticeably more comfortable in daily use. Samsung has also refined the overall ergonomics. The corners are more rounded, and the edges now feature a smooth, chamfered finish. The result is a phone that still looks sharp and premium, but feels softer and more natural in the hand compared to the boxier S25 Ultra. Flip it over, and you'll immediately notice the biggest visual change. The camera setup now sits on a single raised island, protruding about 4.5 millimeters. It looks cleaner, more unified, and far more premium than the individual camera rings we saw last year. Even the S Pen is getting attention. The tip has been subtly redesigned, so it curves perfectly into the phone's frame, giving the entire device a more cohesive, polished look. Now, let's talk about the display, because this is one of the biggest upgrades. The S26 Ultra keeps the same massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED panel, but this time it's powered by Samsung's latest COE technology and the brand new M14 display panel, and this is a big deal. The M14 panel delivers higher peak brightness, improved color efficiency, and better power management. Translation: a brighter screen that uses less battery, giving you longer screen-on time without sacrificing quality. There's also a new privacy-focused feature called Flex Magic Pixel, designed to reduce side-angle visibility, perfect for keeping your content private when you're out in public. Now let's move on to cameras. According to the latest information, Samsung is sticking with the familiar quad camera setup, but the real changes are happening in the optics. The main sensor and the periscope zoom lens are getting meaningful upgrades, while the ultra-wide and 3x telephoto lenses remain unchanged. This tells us Samsung is focusing on improving real-world photography, better detail, better zoom performance, and stronger low-light results. And quick reminder, if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss future Galaxy leaks. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Despite keeping the same 5,000 mAh battery capacity, the S26 Ultra is expected to deliver noticeably better battery life. That's thanks to a more efficient chipset and the new M14 display panel. Samsung is also finally upgrading wired charging to 60 watts, a huge jump from the 45-watt limit we've been stuck with for years. Wireless charging is getting a boost too, with 25-watt Gen 2 support and magnetic alignment, similar to Apple's MagSafe system. On top of that, Samsung is reportedly improving thermal management, meaning better sustained performance during gaming, multitasking, and heavy workloads. And that brings us to performance, because this is where everything changes. The S26 Ultra will run on the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, but that's not the whole story. Exynos is officially making a comeback. Samsung's new Exynos 2600 chip is back in play, and this time it's not limited to base models. According to multiple leaks, most regions will get Exynos across the entire S26 lineup, including the Ultra. If you're in the US, China, or Japan, you'll still get the Snapdragon version, but regions like Korea, Europe, and the UK are expected to receive Exynos-powered models. The key difference this time, the Exynos 2600 is built on Samsung's new 2-nanometer process. Early performance numbers are surprisingly strong, not just competitive with Snapdragon and Apple Silicon, but potentially ahead in certain areas. If these leaks hold up, this could be the first time in years that Exynos genuinely leads the pack, and that would be massive for Samsung. And there's a bigger strategy behind this move. Snapdragon chips are incredibly expensive, especially with Samsung's custom for Galaxy versions. While they deliver excellent performance, they also drive production costs way up. That's one of the main reasons Samsung had to cut corners with the S25 Ultra. Older display tech, reused camera hardware, and fewer headline upgrades. By shifting more regions to Exynos, Samsung could significantly reduce costs while reinvesting those savings into better hardware across the board. If executed correctly, this strategy could finally end the compromises we've seen in recent Ultra models. So the big question is, are these changes worth the wait? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you want to see more exclusive Galaxy leaks, check out this next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.